I was introduced to the music of this city through bands like Cancer Bats and Alexisonfire. The diversity of the metal in this city, however, ranges from everything from thrash, sludge, to doom and black metal. My introduction to the scene came when I met Teethmarks during their show at Sneaky D's. They are local legends and longtime members of the Toronto metal community, and they are able to fill me in on what the Toronto metal scene is.
It's growing, for sure.
Yeah. Toronto. I think heavy music in Toronto is probably at a better point right now than it's been in a long time. I think it's very segmented, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's just it's a natural thing that occurs when you have a city this size. Like there's some cities where if you played metal at all, you're all going to play in the same shows. And in this city, I've been to metal shows in this city where I didn't know any of the bands playing, I didn't know any of the people in the room, and the room is packed.
The next local band I was introduced to was sludge metal band Pyres, who I witnessed play a show at the Rancho Laxo venue. Their powerful musicianship and stage presence blew me away.
I don't think there's a lot that could be better about it, to be honest. We got a million bands, we got a million people out there in the city. We're pretty lucky to have a lot of touring bands come through. It's kind of a major stop for a lot of North American bands. That's kind of the problem when you're planning the itinerary for a tour, I guess, and you're an American band. You've only got so much time on your visa to come through. It's usually like Toronto and Montreal on the East Coast, and maybe Vancouver on the West Coast. There's some amazing promoters and some amazing bands out there in the city who are keeping us all really busy. There's a really cool sense of community. I guess if I was going to say the one thing that could be better is a lot of the people that come out to the shows also have like 4 other bands of their own. So 9 times out of 10, your buddy is playing a show the same night you're playing a show, that kind of thing. So it's like you can only ever get so many people out to a local show.
I was finally introduced to a regular metal stomping ground called The Boat in Kensington Market. There I met uncategorizable band Godstopper and do-it-all promoter Susanna Morgado to get an insight into the Toronto metal scene.
Exposure to heavy music had been, in the local sense, had been, freaking, like I was saying, like Viking metal or some shit. Just very Vakken metal.
I think it definitely is thriving. I think there's a lot going on. I think anyone who says there isn't anything to go to just isn't looking.
Finally, I went to the infamous Lee's Palace, where I saw up-and-comers Mad Trappers showcase their stage antics with a full-on assault of sludge metal.
Just more seas of headbanging,
Yeah,
I want to see everybody.
People don't really do anything at shows in Toronto. They just do the arms crossed.
That's what I do. That's
Same,
my thing.
I do that too, but
I headbang well.